Morning everybody, hope you're all well. I say morning, just. I was aiming to be out for sunrise this morning, but as you can probably tell, it's not quite happened. For a few reasons, but mainly because of my assistant. Ready for a walk? A big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this week's video. If you need a website or a domain, go to squarespace.com/James for 10% off your first purchase. So basically this morning, at about sunrise time, when there were amazing conditions outside of our house, which hardly ever happens, I was getting covered in yoghurt. Do you remember? Yeah. So that was good. And my parents, who usually look after Noah on a Thursday, which is today, they've had the cheek to go on holiday for a week. So here we are, forced to look after my own son. The injustice. Yeah, here's a mountain bike. Mountain biking's a lot of fun. I'll have to take you when you're a bit older. Would you like to go mountain biking? Yeah. All right then, we can do that. Right, today's aim is twofold. I don't think I'm going to get any good photos given that it's very bright and we're in woodland. So what I'm hoping to do is some scouting for autumn, because if you've watched this channel this year, I've been here, there and everywhere, not at home that much. Certainly not shooting. So I can't really remember this forest, and I've come back today to try and re-familiarise myself. And second, we're hoping to find the gruffalo. Isn't that right, mate? You want to find the gruffalo? Yeah. Or maybe the mouse. You might find the mouse. Either of those is infinitely more likely than good photos today, I think. I'm just going to get a photo here, because it might be worth returning here when the colours are a bit different in a few weeks' time. Daddy, yes. Yeah, but I'm going to get a photo on my phone as well, so that I've got the GPS coordinates for the exact spot. Do you know what GPS is? Yeah. Yeah? Clever boy. Ugh. These steps were much easier when you were a baby, mate. I'll tell you that. Oh, they're good piggy sounds. Oh, Daddy's tired. That was a big hill, wasn't it? I remember when my camera bag used to weigh this much, when I was carrying everything from a 16 to a 400. Yeah. Never again. Do you remember that? Daddy's camera. Daddy left the camera there? Yeah. That's the thing with YouTube. You got to do it all yourself, so you have to leave the camera, walk past it like you've not left it there, and then go and pick it up and pretend that you've not had to do all that extra work. It's a bit odd. We need different lighting conditions, I think, but that's got potential. I like the man-made element.
Daddy.
Yes?
Daddy, that one.
This one?
That one over there.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Do you like man-made things in your photos? Yeah, me too.
Daddy, you get camera.
Here it is. Daddy, pick it up. There's a tunnel. There's a tunnel in the trees. Yeah, all right, let's go back and get the camera. You're not quite grasping the idea of these set-up shots, are you, Noah? Right now, Daddy likes the look of this reflection down here, and I want to get the bridge in. So I'm going to stand here. You let me know if it gets a bit spiky. All right, that'll do. Okay, do you like the reflection of the water? Yeah? I think most people like the reflection of water. Oh, the water that you can hear. I think there's a waterfall up here. Hopefully we'll be able to see it. Do you like this water? It's nice, isn't it? Go in it one day. I don't know if we can swim in this one, but Daddy will check. Right, we go back and get the camera again.
Silly Daddy.
Silly Daddy.
There's a hat on.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy. Oh,
Daddy windmill.
look, it's a little frog. It's a little froggy. Isn't that exciting? Little froggy.
It's a froggy.
No, you're not fussed.
Froggy.
You give him some space. You're a happy boy.
Yeah.
It's a nice place to be, isn't it? Aren't we lucky?
Daddy windmill.
Windmill! I don't know if you can see the windmill over there. It's nothing special, but he's obsessed with windmills, aren't you? You love windmills. Noah, come back, please. Right, so while Noah's luncheon continues, let me tell you what I've got in my mind for this scene. Basically, I'm hoping at some point, either early in the morning or in the evening, there will be some golden light cast on either this tree or these pylons, and not necessarily on the mountains in the background, because there'll be cloud cover in exactly the right place. It's unlikely, I know, but that is what I'm hoping for at some point. I'll have to check photo pills to see if it's even possible, but fingers crossed, because that would be awesome. I'd probably get a little bit closer as well, just to get rid of this fence in the foreground. Wouldn't that be nice, Noah, though? There is still a windmill there, yeah. We'd need the stars to align for this to turn into a photo, but you never know. Certainly not a good photo now. You're right, probably don't hang on to the tripod like that. I don't like them either, but they might hurt you. That's it. Be even quieter than that. Otherwise the sheep will run off. And Daddy just hasn't got enough photos of sheep. That's another great scene with the right light, Noah. Because that track is perfectly placed. With Shabod in the background. It's lovely, isn't it? You're a loud boy. You see these trees have fallen over? Yeah. That's interesting, isn't it? I wonder how they fell over.
Pick them up.
Pick them up?
Yeah.
Daddy's not strong enough to pick those up, I'm afraid. Not by a long stretch. I think that's snoring I can hear. I love this scene, but I just don't know how to shoot it to make it look compelling. I've tried multiple times and always failed. It's not the right conditions anyway. That's what I'll tell myself. In fact, actually, here's something I've been thinking about quite a lot recently. Photography as a hobby or a pastime or as a profession, it's a curse, I think. And I've noticed that A, since having Noah and being a parent, and B, since I've started running much more recently. You can tell, can't you? I look good. Thanks for mentioning. Why is it a curse? Well, with my running, I've noticed that like most activities, the rate of progression is relatively linear. Like there's a correlation between how much you do it and how good at it you get. Your times tumble, the more you go running and the better shape you get in. And a lot of stuff is like that. Photography isn't, because you're so beholden to the conditions, the place you're in, the time you're there, and your skill level is actually quite a small part of the equation. And as I say, I've noticed it most since I've been running and doing activities where there is like a linear rate of progression, but also since having Noah when, well, some of the best times for photography are the times where, like I say, I'm being covered in yogurt. It's infuriating. So yes, that's in short my summary of why I've been thinking that photography or being a photographer is a curse. Nice to be outside though, even with a small human on my back. Well, I don't think that's the most helpful assisting I've ever seen, but I can't fault his effort because clearly he left it all on the field. Good day and a really good kid. No photos really, as I suspected, but in different light, some of those places could yield some really interesting results, I think. So I'm looking forward to going back later in the autumn, hopefully in nicer light, probably minus a small child. 20 kilos on my back for 4 hours. Felt like a lot. Thank you for watching though. I appreciate this has been a slightly different kind of video. And more videos to come from there, that area, later on in the autumn. So I'm sure you'll be waiting on the edge of your seat for that. Also, a big thank you to Squarespace for their continued support of this channel. I've just added some of my favourite photos of the year into my portfolio, so go and check those out. Link in the description to my website if you're interested. And better yet, if you're interested in having a website of your own to show off your photography in a portfolio, or perhaps to sell your work with an online store, or to market your work with a blog or newsletters, then definitely check out Squarespace. I've been using them for years. My template is called Wells, and I absolutely love it. There's no coding, it's all just drag and drop and sliders. Very simple to use. And you can try it out for yourself by going to squarespace.com to start a free trial. Then after that, if you'd like to make a purchase, just go to squarespace.com/James. So yeah, Squarespace is awesome. Noah is awesome. You are awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.